Hey, I'm Pastor Fred, and it is follow through time. Time to listen to God, to get into His Word and live that out, live for Him. So hit the subscribe button, share this, and we're going to finish up our spot in Ephesians 6, and we're going to get at prayer today in verse 18. And I believe prayer, and I want you to ask yourself the question, how is prayer the ultimate weapon? And notice, like, I know people who are maybe not churchgoers who will, when they hear that something happens to me or to somebody else, they'll say, I'm praying. Let them know I'm praying for you. Or I'm praying for you, Pastor. And it's like, wow. I think even non-believers know the power of it. But again, I want us to just kind of just be honest with ourselves for a minute. Do we really believe that there's power in that? And what could it possibly be? Because I think when we really think about what prayer is, we will see how incredibly powerful it is. And it's not just that prayers get answered. It's not just, and they do. And God is faithful and He listens to us. But that's the point, is that we're talking to Him. It's communication with Him. And He is so eager to listen to us. We read that elsewhere in the Bible, that He's more, how does the passage say it? Like we're worried that He's even going to have time for us, but He says, I'm ready to hear and to give you more than you could even imagine, more than you could even conceive or ask. You can't out-ask God. It's just impossible. So prayer is, like, if we're looking at this battle language from Ephesians, it's because Paul will say it in verse 18. And let me just read it really quick. He says that we should be, as we put on all these pieces of armor, we should be praying at all times in the Spirit. So constant prayer, constant communication with the Lord, a constant contact with the one who is our leader, our ultimate, highest ranking everything. Is there. He sees things we don't. We need to be in that constant contact with Him, that we would do that with all prayer, with all supplication, again, bringing the needs to Him, to the end, keep alert with all perseverance, making supplication for all the saints. So keep praying for each other. Keep it up. Keep praying. We need to do that. If you were in a member of an armed, like a battalion or some sort of squad, and you're out going into battle, you're going to need to be in constant communication with command to know where the next move is, what you should be doing. Do you fall back? Do you go forward? What's the deal? What are we doing? What's the enemy doing? And you only get that information, and it's really, it could go south if you don't have that communication if something happens. So God says, look, I've got the lines of communication are solid. Like I'm here, I'm attentive, I've got all the intel you need, I've got all the information, I've got this truth that you're saved, I've got this truth that you're loved, right? And I'm ready to give it to you all the time. I'm gonna actually show you what the moves of the enemy are. I'm gonna show you stuff going on in your own heart and how he's maybe the devil's playing you, maybe he's pulling you into a trap. God's gonna alert us to all of that, and that's what prayer is all about, Lord. It's us saying, Lord, help me to see it. Lord, help me to move. Help me to believe. Help me to trust. Help me to just have this peace and to have this joy. One of the coolest things I ever heard, and I can't remember who actually said it. In the comments, if you can let me know who this is by, but somebody shared with me that too often we have made prayer like a peacetime, like an intercom, and so it's sort of like, here's the vision, like there's no war. We're on our lounge chair. We're just kind of chilling. We've got our coffee or whatever it is, and we're just like, we're using this. We have this button and we press it and we say, Lord, could you give me this? Lord, I need help with that. And there's really no battle. But he said, really what it should be and what prayer really is a wartime walkie-talkie, right? Big difference. Now, you might be still asking for things, but it's for the sake of the battle. It's for the sake of the mission. It's for the sake of why you are there. And you need to be in that constant contact. And that's the promise God has for us. Never has, it's like, I don't leave you as orphans. I don't leave you to struggle on your own. I've got you. I've got this. But here's the thing. just says, just go to me. He says, pray. Pray all the time. Pray in the Spirit. Because you're not even going to know sometimes what to pray for. But the Spirit fills in the blanks. The Spirit kind of, shows you the things you need to see. All right, so let's trust Him. Let's share this with somebody so that we can, again, experience that peace that God gives to us. All right, so armor up, and we'll see you next time.